In the dark wee hours of the morning, Thomas was wide awake. He was too excited to sleep. And only a few hours at daybreak, the little tank engine would go on his very first run. All the other engines in the shed were fast asleep except for one, Gordon, the biggest, toughest looking engine on the railway. Gordon opened one huge eye and stared right at Thomas. His piercing gaze made the little tank engine shudder. Thomas nervously introduced himself. "Hello, my name is Thomas." But Gordon said nothing. He just stared. Said Thomas, "today will be my very first run." Gordon looked unimpressed. "You'll see, I'm gonna go faster and better than any engine that ever ran." Gordon studied Thomas's eager face and said, "Better get some rest, kid. You're gonna need it." Then, shutting his enormous sigh, Gordon thought about his first run, many, many years ago. The summer sun awoke with a wide orange yawn over the island of Sodor. Thomas was yawning too. Although he hadn't slept a wink, he was excited and ready to run. Sir Topham Hatt, the head of the railway, gave Thomas a pep talk. "Welcome to the Northwestern Railway, kid. You're gonna do fine. Just fine." Thomas was so excited he didn't hear a single word. All he could think about was impressing everyone with his dazzling display of puffing. "All we want is a quick run on the main line," Sir Topham Hatt continued. "And remember, follow your run plan. That's rule number 1 around here. Now if you have any questions, Before Sir Topham Hatt could finish, Thomas puffed off as fast as he could. He sped away so fast, he blew the top hat off of Sir Topham Hatt's head. Thomas went over the points and onto the main line. He raced down the track. "Whoa, hang on there, wait!" the surprised driver yelled. Thomas wasn't about to wait. He reached the top of Gordon's Hill and zoomed straight down. Thomas was very pleased with himself. I bet they never saw anything like that before. The little tank engine sped through Edward Station, barely avoiding a tanker of milk. When he reached Farmer McColl's farm, he sped along the field, startling some grazing cows. In Henry's forest, he ignored the go-slow signs and zoomed past the tall trees. "Hold on," the driver shouted. "That's not in your run plan." But Thomas didn't care. He was having too much fun. He even did 2 loops around Wellsworth Station. "That's enough of that," snapped the angry driver, finally taking control of the little tank engine. "Yeah, that is enough," thought Thomas, who suddenly felt very, very tired. Thomas saw a large crowd gathering as he puffed towards the shed. He felt quite proud of himself. Surely everyone was impressed with my run, he thought, but why aren't they cheering? As Thomas puffed closer, he realized something was dreadfully wrong. "Uh-oh, I think they're unhappy with me." Sir Topham Hatt looked sternly at Thomas. "What you did was very dangerous," he said. "I was just trying to make you proud of me," Thomas explained. "We'll be proud of you when you show us you can follow the rules." Thomas thought about rule number 1. Always follow your run plan, and he realized he had made a big mistake. The embarrassed little tank engine puffed into the shed. He was sorry he broke the rules. He looked up and there was Gordon, wearing an icy scowl. Poor Thomas felt all alone. As Gordon watched Thomas, he remembered the reckless days of his youth, and the memories made him smile. Thomas looked up and saw that Gordon's expression had changed. Now he was looking into a kind, loving, sympathetic face. Was that a tear he saw in Gordon's eye? "Hey, kid, everybody makes mistakes," Gordon said. "That's how you learn what not to do." "Let me tell you about the mistakes I made on my first run."